Hi everybody, it's Jennifer. I'm here for a long overdue update. Yeah, I look like crap right now. I'll get into the whys on that in a moment. So this is weeks 35, 36, and 37 that I'm updating. I haven't been around in 3 weeks, and I can't even give you a really great reason why. I have been very busy, but it's not even just that. I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet because I have to pick up my daughter soon from school, and really I just don't want to turn this into a long blabbing video about me and my problems. I had recorded a video Friday to put up, but it was a 15-minute video, and really a lot of it was just, me going on. So, re-recording today. So what's happened in 3 weeks? A whole lot of nothing. I'm still sitting at 210. Haven't lost anything. Part of that, I know, is a mental thing. There was about a week there, week 35, where I just went stupid. My eating went completely off the rails. I felt out of control for the first time since surgery. That's been my big victory. Since surgery, I felt like I was in control, and I really did not feel in control that week at all. I was really out of control, and I was eating all day long. I was eating total junk. I felt like I couldn't stop. It basically got a hold of me. And and part of that is that I started noticing some depressive symptoms. I don't know that I've talked about this, and most of that is because I just don't really talk about it. I've struggled most of my life with clinical depression. I was first diagnosed when I was 15. But I had been having symptoms since before then. And it's related to the same, I don't know, I'm not going to get into the whole diagnosis and all of that, but I have my good times too. It's not something, it's not ongoing. I am in treatment for my depression, and I do manage it very well most of the time. That's what I'm trying to say. It took me 2.5 minutes to get to this point of the video. It's well managed. However, from time to time, I do go through bad periods where it just hits me. And it kind of was like that the last couple weeks. When the weather started getting warm, it's up to 100 degrees here, you guys. And when the weather gets warm like this, for a lot of people I know, when it gets cold and overcast, they get really depressed or moody. For me, it's exactly the opposite. I tend to notice my worst depressive symptoms right around the weather change, when it starts getting really hot and muggy, and I'm sure that there's reasoning behind that. But anyway, my depression kind of hit, and then my eating went off the rails, and then I kind of became a hermit. I wasn't answering phone calls. I wasn't talking to my friends. I wasn't seeking out support. I was hiding, and so last week, about a week ago, I finally got fed up, and I said, Jennifer, you can either sit here and be a hermit and let this spiral more and more out of control, or you can get off your butt, talk to your friends, basically grow up and, put on your big girl pants. So I got up, put on my big girl pants. Yeah, I'm not 100% right now. I can't tell you that I'm like, woohoo, happy, but I'm doing better. Definitely getting out in the world, talking to my friends again, getting some movement in, and getting my eating back under control has helped tremendously. My eating is back under control. That only lasted about a week. The food was the one thing that I got control of first. Before even getting over my hermit thing, I had to get control of the food. So that is back under control. I'm doing well on my plan. So now, why does Jennifer look like crap today? Okay. So I kept telling you guys I was going to start Couch to 5K. I was going to start Couch to 5K. It was going to happen. And I kept putting it off. So last Friday, I was like, I was doing the Monday girl thing, you guys. I was doing that old, you all know it. You all know what I'm talking about. Anytime you've done a diet, it's like Friday hits and you're like, well, I can't start today. It's Friday. I'm going to start my diet on Monday. That's it. I'll start on Monday. And the same thing with fitness for me. It's been like, okay, well, I'll start Monday because I want my weeks to line up. Yeah, that's why. But Monday rolls around and something happens, and then it's like, well, now I have to wait till next Monday. So I was Monday girling it, is what I was doing. And so Friday I was like, you know what? I had gotten to the point with my eating where I had shut that Monday girl up, and when my eating has, veered a little bit, I can make adjustments on a Thursday and it doesn't bother me. Whereas my fitness, I was still doing that whole Monday thing. So Friday, I was like, forget it. That's it. Starting Couch to 5K. I don't care what day it is. So I started on Friday. Did day 1. Thought I was going to die. And then today did day 2, mostly because, and it wasn't Monday girling it, guys. It's weekends are very hard for me to get fitness in a regimented way because my daughter's home from school, my husband's home. We do a lot of things. We go camping now. We go out and we go on bike rides. We do other things. So I'm not just sitting on my butt. So I wanted to do my Couch to 5K trainings on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So I did day 1 Friday. Today is Monday. I did day 2. And I am feeling great. That's why I look like this. I just got off the treadmill half an hour. Yeah. Who would have thought a year ago that I would be running on a treadmill, well, running and walking on a treadmill for half an hour? One of my early videos, I talked about how I got on the treadmill and walked for 3 minutes, and I thought that I was going to die. So I'm I'm pumped. I'm happy with my progress. Today, my fibromyalgia has been kicking my butt. I woke up this morning, and I knew that I had a problem. And it wasn't just soreness. It's not because I was feeling great yesterday. But I recognized it as a fibro flare. And I don't know what's causing that, if it's stress or what it is. But I, any other time, would have used that as an excuse and just said, I can do it tomorrow. No. I figured I'd get on the treadmill and do what I could do. And if it got unbearable, I'd stop because I'm not aiming to hurt myself, guys. I'm not. If something hurts that bad, I'm going to stop. But I got on the treadmill, and I mean, it wasn't pain-free, but I got through the workout, and I feel good about it. I really, really do. So, yes, I'm in my workout gear. My hair is a tangled mess, and my sweat is just now starting to dry because I have my ceiling fan on. But I am still a little glowy. Haha. All right, so my goal. I still want to lose like 11 pounds before the meet and greet in a couple of weeks here. My goal is to be in Wonderland by the meet and greet. I am 10 pounds away. I'm 210 right now. So I'm hoping that this Couch to 5K thing will help kick up my weight loss. Of course, that's not the only reason I'm doing it, but I would very much like to reach that goal. So my eating is definitely under control. Get your water in, guys. My eating is definitely under control. My fitness, I feel like I am doing really well. My next goal for fitness is to, of course, continue 5K, but I would like to, on my off days, add in a little more activity. I tend to do a lot of activity on weekends when my family is home, and then during the week, I prefer to do my alone training where, Couch to 5K. But I would like to take up maybe doing a bike ride on my off days or something. I don't know. Anyway, this video is like 8 minutes long, and I don't know that I've said anything that's going to help anybody at this point. What I will tell you is that I am very much liking Couch to 5K so far. I feel like it's like this is only day 2, but both days I have felt like I climbed a mountain, like I accomplished something I never dreamed that I could have accomplished. And it's been, there's a lot of NSVs. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you've seen a lot of them. I've had a couple instances of not being recognized by people who I actually know, but I just haven't seen me in a while. I went to my daughter's my daughter's friend had a birthday party this past weekend, and there's another mom that I talk to all the time. And she knew that I was having surgery, but I haven't seen her this year because our daughter's got different classrooms this year. And I went to the birthday party, and I walked in, and I said hello to her, and she looked at me like I was crazy. Until I talked to my daughter, she had no idea who I was. So that was pretty awesome. And then I went to dinner that night with my husband, and I ordered a drink. Yes, I know, it's bad. But you know what? I'm almost 9 months out, and I've had drinks probably 3 times. I don't drink a lot. I have 1 drink, and I'm done. And, don't judge, please. I beg you. So I order a drink, and the waitress comes over. She checks my ID, and she looks at me, and she looks at my ID, and she looks at me, and she looks at my ID. And she goes, "You've lost a lot of weight, huh?" I said, "Yeah, about 140 pounds. And she was like, "Oh my God, how did you do it?" And I'm honest, I'm straightforward about it. I looked at her and I said, "Well, I had weight loss surgery and to control my life." And she was just floored. She was, she's like, "Oh my God, that is fantastic. That is amazing. Like, good job. And so it's really, and it's cool when total strangers come up and are like, wow. So that was good. Went on another field trip with my daughter and managed to sit, you know, those school bus seats are made, they're like torture chambers. They're like this big. So they had us sitting 3 to a seat, and I managed to sit with myself, my daughter, and a friend of hers on that seat with the seatbelt, because they have the seatbelts now, and had room to spare in the seatbelt. Like, it was great. And I overheard several times girls going up to my daughter and telling her, your mom's so pretty. Oh my God, Faith, you have such a pretty mom. Which is weird to me. It's so weird. Like, I'm not used to that. And I'm flattered by it for a very different reason than I think most people would assume. It's not that I'm like so vain and I want to hear how pretty I am. It's because when my daughter started school, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I was really concerned because I know kids can be so mean. I was worried that my daughter was going to be the one that people made fat your mom jokes to. I was worried that she would get made fun of or ridiculed because her mother was overweight. I was worried because I was the biggest mom in all of her classrooms, and I didn't want the kids pointing and looking at me that way. Not for my sake, but for hers. My daughter loves me. My daughter has told me always that I'm beautiful and that she loves me regardless. That girl would defend me to her dying breath, but I didn't want her to have to. I didn't want her to have to. She shouldn't have to take that on. So for me to hear her friends going up to her and not saying, or, you know, instead of hearing them go to each other and go, oh, Faith's mom's so fat, to hear them go up and tell Faith, your mom is so pretty, was like, I feel like I can lay that fear to rest. I can lay the fear that she'll be ridiculed because of my weight, firmly to bed. I don't have to worry about it. And that's a load off my mind. That makes me feel really, really good. All right, so I'm done blabbing. We're at 12 minutes. I gotta go pick up my daughter. I'm already like running late, and now I'm gonna have to go looking like this. Anyway, I love you guys. I will talk to everybody soon. All right, bye.